God, no love from the Premier League to start this new season. An Aston Villa on opening night at Villa Park, and then you want to go home? No, you gotta go away again to Arsenal, to the Emirates. And then finally, yes, you can go home for the third weekend, but you have to host the Blue billion-pound bottle jobs to open up your new stadium. Welcome to the Premier League. Strap in, lads.
Buckle up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Premier League. This is the start of Season 6 of FC Destiny, which is my created club career mode series with Barrow Town here. If you don't know what FC Destiny is or how it works, go back and catch up. This has been a series full of incredible memories so far, and we've only just made it to the Premier League. You got a chance to see the brand new and improved Furnace, our stadium there at the beginning of this episode. Our capacity went up from 5,000 to 30,000 in the summer, which is just outrageous. So that's one of the many exciting things we're going to cover heading into this new season. Next on our list, let's take a look at our new away kits. Check out our new Under the Sea themed away kits. I kind of just wanted to go with an aquatic sort of ocean themed kind of kit. Let me know when you think of these. Quack Gun showing it off in absolute style as always. Next up, our player of the season from Season 6, Yusu Manga, who scored 13 goals and provided 3 assists in kind of a rotational role last season, which was very impressive as he returned from his loan at Dundee United in style. He also scored the goal late on at Wembley in the playoff final last episode that guaranteed our spot in the Premier League, a moment I don't think any of us are ever going to forget. So after changing him to left wing, his overall went up by 2 up to 73, and then we're going to give him an increase up to a 74, and give him 2 new playstyles as you see here of rapid and press proven. Now, let's go over our squad's overalls and potentials at the start of this new season, and then I'll show you who we're going to be buying and selling in this massive transfer window for us. But first, Masamba Njai's showing off the new green goalkeeper kit's going to mix that up a little bit too. He's up to a 77 overall now at 26 years old. He's got 81 potential and very easily could have won player of the season from last year. I think he was our most important player. Saved our ass again and again, as he always does. Dua Phone from Myanmar, 6'3" goalkeeper, is now 20 years old. He's a 70 overall with 80 potential. He showed some really good flashes last season. I definitely want to get him some starts this year as well. And then there's Ibrahim Man, another giant between the sticks at 6'6" from New Zealand. He's got 87 potential still, and I do want to send him back out on loan since he would be third choice for us on the current squad. Masayoshi Ono, 20 years old. He was our free agent signing last season, the one signing that we made, and he was absolutely brilliant defensively, our Japanese samurai savior at the back. He's going to be up against it in the Premier League for sure, but he's 20 years old now, 71 overall, 79 potential. Abdoulaye Kohli, the Congolese left back, we're going to send him back out on loan. He's back this season. He's a 64 overall at 18 years old with 77 potential. Francis Paul, St. Lucian left back. I love this kid so much. He's 21 years old now though, so he's starting to get up there a little bit. 68 overall, 78 potential. Fabio, big story around Fabio. All the big clubs want him now. He's up to 87 potential at 23 years old, 76 overall. Probably going to get sold this season because I'm not going to stop the offers from coming in. If we can get 30 million euros plus for him, it'll mean big business for us in our own window. John Leafeco, that would be good news for him if Fabio did leave. He's a 72 overall with 76 potential now at 25 years old. He's a very good rotational center back at this point at the club. He'd be a great starter in the Championship or League One, but now that we're in the Premier League, he'll be great rotation to have, and honestly, if he keeps playing well, we'll keep bumping his overall up. Manny Rosales is back from his loan at Orlando City. He's 18 years old, 67 overall, with 82 potential, one of the better potentials for any of our center backs. backs. And we're actually going to keep him around this season. He's not the highest overall, but he's good physically, so I think he can hang in the Premier League or even in the Cups if we want to play him in those. And I really want this to be a test to see how good he is for us. Victor Lundberg out on loan at Watford now. Odell Tingling could have been player of the season last year easily as well. He was absolutely unbelievable. Big upgrade for him, up 2 overall. I think he absolutely deserves it at 25 years old now, up to 77 overall. He's got 82 potential. Dries Hassan Ali from Mali, our center back who's still out on loan with 65 overall and 84 potential. He's 6'6". I can't wait to see him someday still. Rory McDonald out on loan at Aberdeen. Roque Barbosa out on loan in Portugal. And Fran Tudor is going to be retiring at the end of this season. He's given us some really good seasons so far, this Croatian right back that we signed. We're gonna miss him for sure, but we get one more season out of Turbo Tudor. Dara Guinness, a Barrow Town lifer, 69 overall is where he sits right now, and his potential is also a 69. Roy Hong, Singapore right back, 66 overall. On his loan, he's been doing great. He's up to 80 potential now at 19 years old. Said, I have no idea what we're gonna do with him this season. He is a interesting looking player. He's got great dribbling for a right back. He can get forward for sure and kind of probably play that right wing spot as well. So I don't know where we're going to fit him in this season, to be honest. But we're going to keep him around for the first half of the season, and if he's really not getting enough playing time, we'll loan him out in January again. Farouk Badi, another right back we've got in our system from Pakistan. He's got 85 potential at 17 years old. He just came up from the academy, so he's out on loan. Jindo Fuchs, he's our center defensive midfielder. He's been that guy for a lot of years now, but now with Weston McKennie coming in this season, Jindo's probably going to take a step back and be a backup rotational player in the midfield, but he can still definitely provide us a lot of quality that we're going to need. And speaking of the man, the arrival of Weston McKennie is now officially here after getting him on pre-contract agreement from Aston Villa. Very excited for one of my favorite players to join Barrow Town. Luke van der Waal, 2 center defensive midfielders we've already named, so he's not going to get a lot of playing time. We're going to try to send him back out on loan for a year while Jindo Fuchs is the backup, and then hopefully he can take over that role next year and start to ease into a starter role maybe someday. But I really liked what I saw from him last year in his first year for us. Derek Weingard, the big man, 65 overall, 76 potential. I'm just excited to see more of him this season and see if we can get much. Moyo Mushi is heading out on loan to Charlotte FC at the start of this transfer window. Wakili John is out on loan at Derby County now. They just got relegated to League One, so maybe he can help get them back up to the championship. Josh Nisbet, our captain extraordinaire, who can do absolutely everything in the midfield at a measly 5'2" tall. He's at 29 years old now. That kind of caught up quickly for me. Marcelino Almeida, I don't know why, but he looks so good in that Philadelphia Union jersey. He's on loan to the MLS side now. The Sao Tome and Principe native. Ovi Ajaria, Nigerian national, who's 30 years old now. 72 overall, 72 potential is where he sits. Marcus Bailey's back from his loan and he's transfer listed. Marco Franco is an interesting one. He's still out on loan and I looked at his potential. It's up to 84 now, so he's having a good loan so far. Diogo Melo is going to stick around. I could see him as a good depth player. He's honestly lost his role that he had a couple seasons ago. However, I still think he's progressing well enough to play in cups and maybe occasionally in the Premier League. Cristobal Arias has requested a transfer. He wants to go closer to home, where he's from in the Dominican Republic. He wants to go to the MLS and transfer out of Barrow Town and get more playing time. Rightfully so, he deserves it. Doko Shabalala, our South African wonder kid, has kind of slowed down. He had no goals last season to his 3 or 4 assists, I think, but he's definitely going to jump into more of a rotational role this year. I want to see more from him. Our starter at left wing's gonna be Yusu Manga, though. I already talked about him a lot. He's officially our best prospect of this club. I don't really think there's any doubt about that. Maybe him and Nico. Cosmo Wicks, a very interesting story here. He came to us in the summer and he said, I don't think I'm done playing in the lower leagues. I don't think I'm gonna fit in well enough in the Premier League and get enough playing time with a guy like Yusu Manga. He knows he likes Yusu Manga and he wants him to play, so he's gonna take a step back and try to get a transfer out of the club to one of the lower leagues and try to thrive still, while he's still got a few good years left of in his career. Azizi Rahman, really good end of the season last year. He scored the first goal that got us ahead in the playoff final last episode, 70 overall, 86 potential for the Egyptian, but I might try to sign some depth just to challenge him this season so he has a little bit more to play for. The only other right winger we have at our club right now, Finjo Banjara, the Nepali, is out on loan right now. He's a 64 overall with 80 potential. Adrian Elise, 63 overall, 71 potential. He's not super special, but he's out on loan, and honestly, he's 5'4". I kind of want to see him play someday for us in a cup or something. Buyar Hika came back from his loan. We sent him right back out to the New England Revolution on loan. That's kind of like my home club here where I'm at in the US. But the Albanian, to me, looks like he has a ton of potential. He's 6'2", he's tall, he's physical, he's good at finishing, so maybe we'll see him someday as our backup striker, who knows. Quack Gun is a 69 overall, 23-year-old now. He's starting to move along in his career, and he didn't have the best of seasons last year. He still played very well, but 69 overall, 77 potential is where our Quack sits right now. And he's still got a spot in this squad, don't you worry. Jeremiah Bishop, 71 overall, 75 potential. He had a great loan out at Luton Town, and he wants to be sold too. He wants to get a bigger role at another club, so he definitely wants to be transfer listed as well. He will be sold. Big Nico, up to a 76 overall now. Our leading goal scorer, I gave him a bump, and he has all the play styles in the world. He's just such a star player at this point for us. We're going to rely on him a lot in the Premier League, I can tell you that. He still has 94 potential, let me remind you. And Joel Simon, the Haitian striker, is up to 60 overall now. He started at such a low overall, so it's good to see him progressing even a little bit out on loan. Now let me show you who we're going to be buying in this window. Some big names on this list, some big overalls. We mean business in the Premier League. We definitely want to stick around this season, avoid relegation, and these three players, well, four really, I think are going to help us a lot. First name on the list, Balimumba. He can absolutely freaking do it all. He's gonna be our starting right back, to be honest, but he's also gonna play a bit of left wing, a bit of right wing, a bit of left wing back. He might play in the midfield. He has absolutely everything that I'm looking for. The stamina, the pace, the balance and agility, the dribbling, the passing, the stand tackling. He's got traits. He's got 5-star weak foot. He has everything, and he's only 26 years old, and he's got a real face. I don't think I've ever really got a more perfect transfer than this. And then there's Leighton Clarkson, who's going to be our new attacking midfielder, our new number 10. We're going to get him from Aberdeen, and he's got those big old ears, so I might start calling him Dobby around here.
Dobby is free.
But he can do everything you want an attacking midfielder to do. He's got great agility and balance, but he's got really good free kicks, great passing ability, and he's a great dribbler, good ball control. He's gonna do it all for us in that number 10 spot. And then the name that I don't think anyone could have predicted, Arthur Theata. If we sell Fabio, this is his replacement, a 28-year-old Belgian center back who's an absolute freak. He's good physically, of course. He's got really good strength and aggression and sprint speed, but he's got excellent tackle ability. He's a very good header of the ball, power header trait, aerial trait. He is really fun to watch in real life. I would love to replicate his hair the way it is in real life. That's just not possible, unfortunately, but I think I did the best I can. So if we sell Fabio, that's who we're gonna get. And then the last guy here is a free agent that I found from Chile. He's 23 years old, but the reason I want him is because of that wicked pace, and I said I wanted to get some competition for Azizi Rahman. Well, Bruno Sanchez is a 69 overall. He's got wicked pace. He only has 71 potential, but I think this is the kind of guy that could sub in late in matches and really make Azizi Rahman think about his position more. We actually don't have a ton of depth at right wing, so he could be a good fit, and honestly, he's free, so definitely a risk worth taking. And I should mention the board's given us 56 million euros to work with, which is actually not a lot nowadays in the Premier League. And we've already used around 5 million just on increasing our players' wages to match Premier League quality. But we don't have the money to sign every single one of these players right now, but we can go out and get Balimumba and Leighton Clarkson and then see what happens after that. And Balimumba is officially a Barrow Town Firebird. Only 16.5 million euros from Plymouth Argyle. I think that's an absolute bargain for Bali. And now it's Leighton Clarkson's turn to accept the deal. We've agreed to terms with him as well. Another former Liverpool Football Club lad steps through those Barrow Town doors. And we're gonna do a swap deal here. Marcus Bailey plus 24 million are heading over to Aberdeen for Leighton Dubby Clarkson. And our first deal done going out from Barrow Town, Cristobal Arias has accepted a deal to go to the MLS to St. Louis City. We're gonna get 4.5 million euros from them for him. And there's another deal on the table as you see Jeremiah Bishop walking out of the Barrow Town facility and into Coventry Cities. Abdoulaye Colley's also going out on loan to Inter Miami for 2 years. That's a loan to buy offer. And there it is, Jeremiah Bishop to Coventry City for 3.5 million euros. And a Barrow Town legend is the next one through the doors, Cosmo Wicks. A sad day here, seeing a guy with 33 goals and 31 assists and 192 appearances for Barrow Town walk out that door. He's off to Norwich City in the championship. Big Luke Vanderval heading out to the French league on loan. And it's Ibrahim Mann going out to Hearts for 2 years. That'll probably be his last loan before we get him back. And we might as well bring in our little pacey addition, Bruno Sanchez. A kind of no-risk free agent signing here. And your first look at him here, he's 5'5", but he's got that wicked pace that we were talking about. And he's got a couple of play styles to go with him, rapid being one of them. And we were able to squeeze every penny out of Fiorentina in Serie A. 34 million euro offer for Fabio has been accepted by Barrow Town. And it's official, Fabio's walking out the door. 2 years are going to go down as two of the most historic years in our club's history. He helped us win the league title in League 1. He helped us get promoted to the Premier League in League 2. He absolutely did his job and earned a bigger money deal to a big club in Serie A, going to play in his home country of Italy. Nicely done, Fabio. And with that Fabio deal going through, we can now go for that center back from Belgium who plays for Toulouse, Arthur Theata. And it's official, Awushi Adu is shaking his hand. This is a big one, a Premier League quality center back who can keep up with some of the best players. That's what we're going to need in this division. And it took a Barrow Town record fee, 28.5 million euros. And that's gonna do it for all of our transfers this window. Somehow, some way, we've made it through all of them. So that means new numbers at the squad. Bali Mumba is going to take the number 3 that Fabio was wearing. Weston McKinney is going to take the number 5. Leighton Clarkson is going to be our new number 10 after Cosmo Wicks now. Bruno Sanchez is going to take the number 17. And Big Arthur is going to take number 30, the Belgian center back who is our highest overall player now. And just a reminder, all of this information exists in the Google Sheet, which is linked in every video's descriptions in this series. You can see all of our transfer records since the beginning. Look at our updated player records, which shows just how ridiculous Nikolai's goal-scoring numbers are. He's only 9 away from 100 career goals at this point. And much more is in there, so go check it out. Now, after a wild few weeks here in July, one of our biggest transfer windows ever in the history of this series has completed. Take a look at our new and improved starting 11. And even the subs are improved, and the reserves are great as well at this point. So we've really invested in this squad now, just to keep up with the demands of the Premier League and the talent that it holds. But we still have remnants of our academy all over the squad. Our entire front 3 comes from the academy. Odell Tingling comes from the academy. And Barrow Town's academy is seen all throughout the subs and the entire reserves. So something to be proud about as we build this squad and keep getting better and better. So I definitely have confidence in this team, a little bit more than I did before even, after what an incredible July this has been. And I've decided to keep our academy going in the background, so we're going to send out our 3 scouts for 9 months, basically the whole season, to England, Wales, and Ireland, and pretty much keep that up until the end of the career mode, so that we can still have the presence of an academy going. And this is exactly why we spent this window. Look at Aston Villa's lineup here. We're ready for our first ever match in the Premier League, whatever it brings, but as you can see, the lineups, Aston Villa look unbelievable overall wise, and so do the majority of the clubs at this point in the save in the career mode. Villa Park is also a tough place to visit for any club, let alone our Barrow Town, and their first ever season in the top flight, but I just want to go out there and see how we play. I know we're going to look incredible in our new away kits. Breakout scenario is going to be for Bali Mumba and Leighton Clarkson on their debut. If either of them can get a 7.0 match rating or higher, they're going to get +1 to their potential, which at 26 years old could actually be a big change for them. Now, let's get into it. Come on, lads. Nice. Come on, Weston. Get in there. They retain it. Evan Ferguson on the ball. Tallis Magno. Oh, my God. What a start for Aston Villa. 1-0 early. The littlest bit of space for Tallis Magno. Good touch. Good shot. It's already 1-0. Good tackle, Weston. Keep it in. God, they get it right back. Here they come again. It's Mumba tackling Tallis Magno. There's the explosiveness from our new man, and Azizi Rahman heads it on to Weston McKennie. And Barrow Town have a bit of a break here. McKennie ahead to Zivvergadins. He's going to get the shot off. Nikolai answers. Zivvergadins opens the account in the Premier League for Barrow Town. What a break. Good ball from Weston McKennie. Nikolai on the first touch he takes in the Premier League. Smashes it. Absolutely electric start to the Premier League season. Is this what it's going to be like? Teata, get in there. Great tackle by the Belgian. Good block here, Weston. Get it out. What a touch here from Yusu Manga. The man's on the floor. Take it by him. Here we go. It's Yusu Manga down the wing. Looking for the overlap of Nisbet. He has him. Josh Nisbet's going to cross it in. Caught easily by Martinez. Nice interception, Bali Mumba. Gets it back to Masamba. And we're doing all right defensively now after that first early goal. Nice tackle. Masayoshi Ono. Ferguson back to Mendez. Bali Mumba. That is absolutely incredible. Oh, good pass here from Josh Nisbet to Manga. And Manga can look for Zivvergadins. Nice touch here. Nikolai with it. Cutting through the midfield and getting it to Azizi Rahman, who cuts inside his man. Beats Martinez. And Barrow Town have the lead. 2-1 here at Villa Park. It's the Nico show in the Premier League now. Number 99 cuts through the defense. Gets it off to Azizi, who finishes it beautifully. What is going on here? Tingling tackles, and Barrow Town are flexing their muscles a bit in this game. I'm loving the effort. That Barrow Town away section is going crazy right now. Another look at Azizi's goal. This has been a ridiculous comeback after what looked like was going to be a thrashing in the first 3 minutes. Bali Mumba, electric dribbling. Onto Weston McKennie. Onto Azizi Rahman. It's Zivvergadins. Oh my God, Emi Martinez avoids making it 3-1 here. And it is halftime. Aston Villa strike first, and Barrow Town, against all odds, strike back with 2. Our Latvian, have a day. Oh my God, Josh Nisbet, that is world class. Win the header here, Nikolai. All right. Good ball here. Jared Bowen has it. Teata trying to get back. Masamba, big save. Corner's whipped in here. Another save by Masamba. Goodness. Good through ball here. Kessler Hayden has it on the wing. In the box come Aston Villa, and Evan Ferguson has tied things up. A nice goal down the wing here from the Villains. Masayoshi Ono, bold, good dribbling. They block it off so well, but we keep it here, and Teata looks for Manga. Yusu Manga with a bit of space here. He's going to take it into the box. Manga looks across, goal, and it's blocked out by Skriniar. Bali Mumba, another great tackle. He's showing off his defensive ability, even though he's definitely known for getting forward and using his quickness. Oh my God, Odell Tinglin is rocked off the ball. Evan Ferguson might be in on goal here. Good angle from Teata, and Njai saves. That is huge. Ferguson gets it back though, and Njai saves again. Manga gets it to Ono down the wing. Clever play here, and Masayoshi Ono has space to cross. Zivvergadins is there! Barrow Town have taken the lead back from Aston Villa. The most improbable of matches right now. What is going on at Villa Park? Masayoshi Ono, one of the lowest overall players on the pitch, whips in a perfect cross. Nico with a rare header. It's just a perfect goal from the Firebirds. It's a good break here. Space for Talis Magno. Teata gets back in time. Ferguson has it here, and just like that, we're level again. This match is back and forth right now, and who's gonna blink last? It is tied at 3 now. Good cut here. Good interception. Teata in a dangerous area, and Josh Nisbet can take it forward and launch Nikolai Zivergadins. Come on. Garnacho gets it on the wing again here. You know how electric he is. Good interception. Leighton Clarkson gives it away. Tingling has it. Get it out, Masamba. A point for Barrow Town in the most unlikely of circumstances on opening night here. This is the only match that was played today in the Premier League, so all eyes were on the Firebirds at Villa Park, and they absolutely delivered. I mean, that was a 10 out of 10 rating for me. Absolutely 10 out of 10 in these new kits. They look absolutely fire. Really, really good match overall for everybody. Leighton Clarkson didn't really get a lot of touches in this match, which I don't know if that's my fault or not, but it's tough to get an attacking midfielder touches when the other team has the ball so much. However, we were so electric on the counterattack. Weston McKennie starting one of our breaks. Masayoshi Ono with a ridiculous cross for the other. Very good match for Bali Mumba. He's going to get a +1 to his potential due to that breakout scenario. And I don't know how Masamba Enjai got a 6.2. I guess he gave up 3 goals, but he was really good. How many saves did he have? 5, and he was great today. More to come in the Premier League from Barrow Town. Big signings, big money moves in the transfer window, new stadium, new kits, new players, and we got a draw against Aston Villa on opening day. That's about as successful as an episode as you can ever ask for. As always, make sure you smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already to join the ever-growing family here on this channel. I love all you guys that support me. Until that great next episode, though, this has been Therios. You'll never walk alone.